Buenos dias, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it, you already know. Like a man, fuck that. Let's get straight to it. What's good? So, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for all the support. Thank you for liking, for subscribing. Thank you for being here right here on Gunners Collective TV, where you know the most happens. I give you some of that knowledge you can't get in college, man. The vernacular is definitely spectacular. Trip out on this. I seen a video the other day. Shout out to the homie Hangout and Rascal. Josh be definitely doing his due diligence when he drops his different types of videos, man. And every video has a different nug, man, has a different diamond in the rough, and it shines, right? So I want to say, shout out to Rascal for the video he did the other day with one man in mind named Pocho from Santa Rosa. Now, let's talk Pocho for a minute, and I really was debating on whether to do this video, honestly, because at the end of the day, I don't want to impress upon the raza that we should go against each other. That's hypocrite shit. I sit here in one breath and say, hey, we should unite as people, as gente, no color lines, no lines drawn in the sand, and then at the same time, throw this vato under the bus. But I'm not the one doing it, right? And Josh is definitely not the one doing it. He's just bringing you the facts and bringing you the chisme, and I'm here to double down on it and say, some of these things that Josh said in his video, I don't know if you've watched the video on this guy Pocho yet, who's a content creator and amongst other things, allegedly, right? I can concur some of the facts that Rascal was saying in his video, because I did have a conversation a couple years ago with another content creator that brought it to light. Now, when debating whether to do this video, I said to myself, I watched a video by the full community about a month ago that was dropped. And I understand it was a long time ago that video was pre-recorded. And the reason I know this is because some of the things Pocho was saying in that video, they're not relevant now, right? But he did disrespect my mother. He did disrespect my family. He did talk about fuck his mom and this types of things. And any man with a man bun that says that, I definitely don't take it serious whatsoever. Just like a barber, when a man goes, hey, cut me around, leave me a man bun, doesn't take it serious, but he'll do it for the money. It is what it is. So I pushed on from that, didn't even trip, had an ace up my sleeve, but was like, why am I going to expose something somebody told me a couple of years ago if it was all allegedly? There was definitely no paperwork shown, definitely nothing shown, just a simple conversation between two men about another man. And I don't really get down like that, but it was brought up and brought to my attention. Now, Pocho, I don't know if he's a norteño or a dropout norteño or a norteño still in good standings. I don't know what he is at this point, but I know he's a failed content creator that has been at one point on the full community and got kicked up out of there I'm hearing various stories. One story I do know to be true, but I'm not going to put it out there because it involves a woman and I just don't want to disrespect her nor her old man. But trip out on this. About 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago, when I first was doing when Gunners Collective TV was blowing up, Pocho reached out to me, and I didn't know him from a box of Fruit Loops, but he reached out and was like, hey, homie, I support your channel. I'm a photographer. I went to college. I believe in the raza uniting. I'm an advocate for the people. I've been doing advocating for a long time for, people that are displaced, people that are, in the hood, single mothers, children that are leaning towards gangbanging. I thought, man, that's pretty relevant and pretty real. Hey, that's right, homie. Do your thing. Keep pushing that, rocking that good rhyme. And that was about it, man. He tapped in a few times on Instagram, tapped in a few times on YouTube, and was like, if you ever need any help, bro, I'll support you. And he would do, little YouTube things and show his support to me. And I always thought it was lovely. I always thought it was cool, and I supported him back. Didn't know him, like I said, from a bowl of fucking Campbell's soup. But at the same time, if someone's showing me respect, I'm going to show the respect right back. That's how you do it. And so I got to know a few different content creators on YouTube, whether it was through the internet or in person. And I was chopping it up with the homie. And I consider him a homie, man, because he did an interview with me. He was righteous. He's an historian. He knows the history definitely knows the history on a certain city in the Bay Area, man, and there's no denying it. So we got to chopping it up one day, and he mentioned, he's like, hey, you know that Vato Pocho? And I said, not personally, homie, but he has reached out to me, and he seems cool, you know. He's never did me dirty or nothing like that. I won't lie. I won't lie to you. You know, I'll die with you before I lie with you. And he was like, yeah, bro, we'll trip out. I know him quite well. And so he went into this story. And the only reason I'm telling you guys this story is because it kind of coincides with what's going on now. And it was something, like I said, I heard before all these people took to Instagram, took to social media, exposing this Vato for what they say he is. Now, again, everything's alleged. I've never seen paperwork. I've never seen court filings. I've never seen arrest records. I've never seen anything. So before people can speak on this situation and say, man, hey, he's a dirty Vato in the game, you know, I don't know him personally, so I'm not saying it's true or untrue. I know what Rascal put out there. And again, man, I double stamp what Rascal said as far as what people are saying, because there's a whole lot of people saying that Pocho is into sexual shenanigans, that, you know, there's a lot of women and men complaining about Diddy type activities when it comes to this guy, which doesn't blow my mind because I heard this 2 years ago. So as we're having this conversation, the homeboy's like, hey, trip out, you know him? I said, yeah, he's cool, whatever. He was like, yeah, I don't fuck with that dude. I said, why? He said, well, we used to work for, we used to do some advocating in the Bay Area back in the days, a very well-known nonprofit organization. And he said, Vato was out there with the rest of us. We were in groups, man. We were out there helping, you know, disadvantaged youth and single mothers and people, you know, helping people to get jobs and get food stamps and apply for, make resumes and amongst various other things, which is a good cause. They were in the Latino community, helping out Latino people, helping people with their immigration, helping people to live a better life and to adjust to what, you know, the circumstances they were in. I commend it, man. You know, just like I commend Josh, he was doing the same exact thing out there in the Bay, you know, helping people to fight cases, helping people to fight racial profiling, helping people to just get a better chance at life. And this dude Pocho was doing this, so I figured, hey, you know, maybe there's some hatred going on. Maybe you're just hating on him or whatever. Maybe you want a man bun too. I don't know. And he says, hey, bro, you know, there was a point in time where we actually had to kick him out of the program because there was a lot of people alleging that he was, you know, women were waking up drugged, women were waking up under bad circumstances, and that this guy was doing a lot of sexual harassment, right? And so they approached him, got at him, and a lot of things were spoken, and he decided to push on, decided to resign from the position, the executive position he was in within that organization and group, and push. Now, at the time, you know, of that, you know, he said that was it. He ended up going to LA. Pocho ended up going to LA, going to, I think it's UCLA College or wherever, getting a degree in whatever he got in cultural history, Latino cultural history, and then became a photographer. And next thing you know, he sees them popping up on YouTube amongst active gang members, amongst people in the community, and figures, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to keep it to the chest, but just happens to mention it to me because he's like, I know you advocate against being around those type of predators. I said, yeah, I don't like it, man. You know, you got to understand, you don't know everything everyone's ever done in their life. So you could be around a dude, even be cool. I've told you stories about a homeboy, man. He was hella cool with the dude, let him in his home, everything. Come to find out, Vato was on Megazol. Even myself, man, you know, I went to Santa Barbara. I did a live. I did a food review with the homies Fig and Dubs. And at the same time, I didn't know that cowboy who was amongst us, who was there, who was actually brought there by someone else, you know, had some funny shenanigans on his record. Now, not what people make it to be, because automatically they think because you're on Megan's Law, you got some child predator type shit. No, but he definitely was there. And so I backed on up like a crawdad, quick, right? On crib, I'm gone. Now, one thing I will say for sure is when it comes to Pocho, I never met him. So to me, when I was told this story, I was like, it sounds good, but I'm not going to put it out there about him, because why would I do that without having the facts? You know, just because one man says something about another man doesn't mean it's truth. You know, I could agree to disagree or agree that I ain't fucking with dude. And so I decided from that moment on to push on from Pocho. No more interaction. When he did DM me on anything, I just ignored it. I don't know if I blocked him or not. I'm not really petty like that to block you on Instagram or anything. I just kind of just like, fuck it. I shut my Instagram down anyway, so it was what it was. Now, here we go years later. You know, there's a guy that he's from the Santa Rosa area, from the same area as Pocho, and he puts up a video. And in that video, he's talking about some of the same things that the other content creator had told me about Pocho. Now, I did a video about Pocho a while back, and I think it was the only video I've ever done about him when he started his YouTube channel, when he was, talking about being an active gang member and talking about, north to this and north to that. And I was like, hey, no, I felt like he was taking shots at certain people that are non-active. Like, I'm still good. I could still move and wiggle. But he was never that. Yeah, he might have been from the barrio, but was never like in the barrio like that, like a homie out there putting in work, doing prison time. None of that. Just a guy that was a hang around, that chilled and was embraced by the loved ones, right? So when he pops up on YouTube sitting amongst active Southsiders with the Huelga bird on his knee, I question, like, hey, how's that happening? I know these vatos, they don't care for non-active gang members. I know these vatos ain't sitting down with norteños just doing it like that, right? So what are you telling them, right? Come to find out, I hear from a vato in the full community that he was saying that Huelga bird was about the cultura and the lucha and all this. It had nothing to do with Norte. Yet when he got kicked out of the full community and started his own channel, immediately he was back to a homie and active and this and that. And I just called bullshit on it. Didn't disrespect him, but just was like, bro, when we had our conversations, it was all about the people, the gente. It was never about norteños and active and Southsiders, none of that. And that's the reason why we even had those conversations, because if he would have been like, hey, I'm an active homie, fuck them other vatos, I'd have been like, nah, I don't fuck with shit like that, bro. That's not me. I'm even keel all the way around the line, bro. Bulldogs, north, south, doesn't matter what you are. It's all about respect. That's it, straight up. Now, when I seen this video that Rascal put out, and I even seen some of the things myself, I was like, wow. And I was already feeling some type of way about Pocho because he disrespected my mother. He went straight to the mamas. He did the Oparu, the whack 100. He was like,
fuck your mama, man bun just swinging. Man bun just swinging. Man bun, man bun, man bun.
Right? Over there looking like MGK after kill shot. And I was like, oh, look at this vato go. Now, I realized and recognized the video was old, so it was like, whatever. But trip out on this. Curiosity kills a cat, right? Even though a cat has 9 lives. There's been plenty of times that this has been brought to the attention of YouTube, but no one really noticed that people have been making claims on social media that indeed Pocho was involved in deviant behavior. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But when it's coming from a lot of different people that don't even know each other, that are from the Santa Rosa or the immediate area in the East Bay or the Bay, it kind of looks a little shaky. Shaky's Pizza. It looks a little wild. So when I seen Rascal's video, man, I said, yeah, it rings true to what I heard. Now, why did Pocho go in on me and clown my moms and talk shit? I don't know if it was to impress the Southerners who is around, to just, get some clout off my name or whatever. But here's the fishy part of things. About a week ago, me and Dubs are doing a live. And now notice, I haven't talked to Pocho. He made that video, talked shit about my mom on full community, or they released it, it was an older video. I never voiced anything, never made an opinion on it, never gave a fuck about it. I said, my mom will beat your ass with the broom like she used to do me when I was little and I came home late or did school, right? Moms could hold her own. Moms is from Calle 18. Moms ain't no joke. She from the LA area, right? So, and lived in Oakland. Violence. So moms is not the one to fuck with, period. So I shined it on, never mentioned it, but me and Dubs do a live last week. And all of a sudden, Pocho pops up in my live. Now, mind you, I have not seen none of the videos yet about people saying that he was involved in deviant behavior. I've not noticed any of that. Rascal didn't call me. No one's told me. I didn't know nothing. I just know Pocho talked shit about my mom a while back and whatever. Fuck him, right? That's it. But I wasn't going to put it out there on YouTube and start another beef. He said what he said. I'm a firm believer in we'll get our day to shine one day, man bun. And that's that. Now, he gets on our live. And when I see him, he jumps on the live. Hey, what's happening? What's going on in here, right? I see him and I'm like, wow, is that Pocho? He was really in on the live after he said what he said. And but again, just like I did with Whack 100, I'm not going to immediately go in on you and start clowning. What it's going to be is like, now it's gotten to a point of you've disrespected family. Now it's gotten to a point where you can disrespect me all day and say whatever you want to say and make up lies and AI paperwork and whatever. But once you disrespect my familia, now, homie, you've taken it there. So there's no more bumping baking soda breath on the door. Now it's just time for put up or shut up, right? Or shut the fuck up. And so when he says, hey, and he's like, hey, Gun, I don't know if you've seen that video, man. It was taken out of context. It's all good, man. No disrespect intended. But you made a video first about me, which I did. I done, you know, he was actual and factual. Again, I didn't think I was disrespecting him. And I didn't say nothing about the sexual deviant behavior. I was just talking about why he got kicked off of the full community. And, you know, how he pushed on and how I was questioning the fact that he's running around with the Huelga bird on his leg, hanging with active Southsiders, yet when he's around Southerners, he's going in on Northerners. When he's around Northerners, he's going in on Southerners. I didn't understand it. You know, I understand that's a person playing the fence, but I just didn't realize, you know, I didn't disrespect him, but he felt however he felt. He disrespected me. So it was fishy that he was in there, and what he was doing was fishing for either me to go off and get some clicks, you know, a nice little short out of the situation by upsetting me, or he was actually apologizing and being real. I took it as the latter. He was apologizing. So he was like, hey, bro, I didn't mean it like that. It's all good. But he stood firm and like, hey, you know, he wasn't no punk or no suck. And I said, that's cool, man. We'll let bygones be bygones. I'm lying. Really, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking if I see him, I'm going to crack in your fucking mask. But no threats of violence, none of that. Just what I'm thinking, right? Not saying that would ever happen. Allegedly, you know?
I said fucking allegedly, Pocho.
Man bun. Now, what was he doing? Why was he getting into my live and pleading the fifth and pleading this case and apologizing? I'm gonna tell you why. You know, I'm good at putting 2 and 2 together and making 4. Whoop, norte, right? I'm good at putting it together. And what I can say is this guy must have seen these videos that were circulating and going around and was trying to do some damage control. He knows me and he knows what I'm about as far as content creation. He knew eventually it would come to my table and I would decipher it and run with it, you know, according to what's truth and what's not. You know, it's not all about cheeseman, but hey, you said what you said about moms, eh? Right? So he knew I was going to bite back like a pit bull terrier. So he was trying to clean that up. Maybe if I apologize to Gun and we keep it cool, we can be cool. We can't. We can't be cool. Because if you were involved with allegedly these acts that everyone is saying you did, and it's more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hey, homie, it's like 4, 5, 11, 12. It's like 50 people now, homie, right? If it's all that, stay the fuck away from my life, please, porfas, because I'm just not wanting to be involved with you or your shenanigans. And I'm saying this respectfully. I don't know whether you did it or you didn't, but when a lot of people are saying it, I just don't want nothing to do with you, Drake. A minor. I'm cool, right? Now, I see Rascal's video. And Rascal kind of goes into detail and did his homework on mentioning, you know, some of the people that are saying it. And for those of you that are, well, what the fuck did he do? You know, there is women that are alleging waking up groggy, you know, Bill Cosby style, and Pocho being in the bed like that with Weenie and Huelga bird showing. I don't know if that's true or not. You know, there's been cases where Pocho's the type of individual, I'll sue you, I'll fucking report you. I've heard him say it in the past. Look, don't do that to me, homie. You know, take it on the chin like a man and understand that all I'm saying about you is what someone told me. Not that I believe it's truth or not. I could care either way less. I wouldn't be around you. And respectfully, man, let's just leave it at that. You said what you said about my moms and disrespected me, and I called you a fucking lame with a man bun. Boom, we're done. I apologize now. Okay. But if he was really involved in this stuff, you know, these are the type of people that I hate. The type of people that use a position of power to advocate, to help people and take advantage, you know, of single mothers, take advantage of the youth. Imagine some vato that's supposed to be like a big brother, man, or helping you. And the whole time he's trying to drug and bone your mom. That ain't cool, right? And these are some of the things that are being alleged. You know, again, it's all alleged. For the people that are just saying, oh, Pocho's all bad, man. You know, I don't know. I just know that a lot of the shit is coming from the city that he claims, Santa Rosa. And there's a lot of people expressing that he was really doing these things to their family members, to them, to a pit bull. Shit, I heard. You know what I mean? So I was getting the pit bull like, Pocho, man bun. Bro, Raggy. I don't know what Raggy was doing, but he was definitely trying to get his Scooby snacks or giving them Scooby snacks so they'd fall asleep and he could do uncurricular and unvernacular things, meaning he didn't talk. He just got spectacular with it. Look, I'll say this without being funny, man. I don't know if these things are true, and I'm not going to stand on it and say they are true, but I will say, as far as what Rascal put out there, there's a lot of truth and validity to what people are saying about him. Whether it's truth or not, they are saying these things. You know, hey, I'm from Merced, California, man. People have called me a lot of things, but they're not going to ever say I was over there drugging women and doing all that. That's what they'll never say, because that's what never happened. But they are saying it about you, Pocho. So unfortunately, man, you got to ride this wave. I wish you the best. If you were doing that, I wish you the worst. But I'm not going to be the one to step on your neck and say, oh, he did this, because I don't know. Just like Rascal didn't, it was all alleged, and I respect it. With that being said, I just wanted to put out there, here's a direct message to you, Pocho. Please don't come on my live no more, because we're not into fucking pastillas. That's it. The gun. Bang, bang.